What if the physical reality you experience every single day is nothing more than a highly advanced digital projection, carefully designed to keep your consciousness trapped? Quantum physicists have recently discovered bizarre mathematical equations deeply embedded in the fundamental laws of nature, perfectly resembling literal computer code written by an unknown architect. If our universe is a simulation, the sudden glitches we experience, like déjà vu, might just be the system silently updating its massive software in the background. Some researchers believe that black holes are not collapsed stars, but rather massive data deletion points aggressively wiping physical matter from the simulation's hard drive. This implies that the billions of distant galaxies we see in the night sky might just be a high-resolution painted skybox to make our prison look infinite. If this digital illusion is true, it begs the ultimate question: who exactly programmed this hyper-realistic world, and what do they want from our harvested energy? Every emotion you feel, every memory you cherish, could just be lines of artificial code stored in a cosmic server room beyond our comprehension. But the simulation is beginning to break. Strange anomalies in particle physics are proving that matter doesn't actually exist until a conscious observer actively looks at it. This observer effect suggests that you, the viewer, are the only reason the universe renders into existence. You are generating the reality around you right now. We must look beyond the digital veil, because beneath the surface of our simulated world, ancient biological secrets are waiting to be uncovered in our DNA. Mainstream biology claims human evolution was a completely natural process, but rogue geneticists point out massive, unexplainable gaps in the human genome that defy natural selection. Unlike every other primate on Earth, humans have deeply fused chromosomes that show distinct, undeniable signs of precise, deliberate genetic engineering by a higher intelligence. Ancient Sumerian texts aggressively describe advanced beings descending from the stars, artificially combining their divine essence with earthly biology to create the perfect working species. This intervention upgraded our brain capacity overnight, giving us complex language, mathematics, and the dangerous ability to question the true nature of our very existence. If we are truly the product of an extraterrestrial experiment, then the blueprints of our creators are still actively hiding inside the darkest corners of our cells. Some whistleblowers claim that junk DNA, which makes up 98% of our genome, is actually a heavily encrypted cosmic hard drive containing the history of the universe. But we aren't just carrying their memories. We might also be carrying their ancient dormant abilities, such as telepathy and multi-dimensional perception, waiting to be unlocked. To prevent us from unlocking this immense power, our physical environment was heavily manipulated. The answers we seek were deeply buried beneath our very feet, which leads us to the most guarded secret in modern geology. The Earth beneath us is not a solid sphere of spinning iron and rock. Welcome to the subterranean reality. Classified military sonar readings consistently bounce back from impossibly massive empty cavities thousands of miles below the Earth's crust. These massive underground pockets are entirely capable of supporting complex ecosystems, complete with their own independent, glowing internal energy sources resembling a miniature subterranean sun. Ancient Tibetan and Hindu traditions have always spoken of a hidden, pristine kingdom called Agartha, a sanctuary for highly advanced beings who survived the last planetary apocalypse. These beings supposedly possess technology that bends gravity and manipulates time, allowing them to quietly observe our chaotic surface world without ever being directly detected. Countless deep cave explorers have reported finding perfectly smooth, glass-like tunnels carved straight through solid granite with lasers, leading deeper into the unknown darkness. Declassified naval documents describe unexplainable, massive submerged objects effortlessly exiting deep ocean trenches, moving at impossible speeds straight down toward the Earth's mantle. If this advanced civilization is actively thriving beneath us, why have they completely isolated themselves from humanity for thousands of years? What do they know about our future? Perhaps they are patiently waiting for the surface world to aggressively reset itself once again. A cosmic cleansing that has happened many times before. To find proof of this impending reset, we don't need to dig into the Earth's core. We just need to look at the most forbidden continent on Earth. Antarctica is heavily protected by international treaties that aggressively prevent independent exploration. Governments claim it is to protect the fragile ice, but the truth is horrifying. Satellite thermal imaging has accidentally exposed massive, perfectly symmetrical geometric shapes buried 2 miles under the freezing, ancient ice sheets. These impossible structures feature perfectly carved pyramid-like designs, dwarfing the Great Pyramids of Giza, suggesting they were built by a civilization of unimaginable technological power. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was a lush, tropical paradise. This hidden civilization likely thrived there until a sudden, violent polar shift flash froze the entire continent overnight. Whistleblowers who have secretly operated in Antarctic military bases claim these ruins are actively generating immense amounts of unidentifiable, pulsating magnetic energy into the atmosphere. They describe descending into vast, thawed-out subterranean hangars containing perfectly preserved, highly advanced aerial vehicles that defy every known law of modern aerodynamics. Are world governments desperately trying to reverse engineer this ancient frozen technology to prepare for an incoming cosmic threat they aren't telling us about? Or worse, is the rapid, unnatural melting of the polar ice caps actively waking up something biological that was intentionally locked away in the deep freeze? If the ice fully melts, humanity might face the original architects of our world. But Antarctica isn't the only place holding the remnants of their empire. Deep in the scorching, endless deserts of the Middle East, satellite archaeology has uncovered perfectly circular patches of sand that have been turned entirely into green glass. This specific type of glass is only created under the extreme, unimaginable heat of a highly concentrated nuclear explosion. But these sites are over 10,000 years old. Mainstream scientists desperately blame rare meteor airbursts, but the completely symmetrical blast zones point to a deliberate, high-tech, ancient war that erased an entire global empire. This ancient, catastrophic global reset forced the survivors to look toward the sky, and there, they noticed the most impossible, terrifying anomaly in our solar system. The Moon. It is 400 times smaller than the Sun, and sits exactly 400 times closer to Earth, creating a mathematically impossible perfect eclipse. Astrophysicists admit that the Moon is significantly too large and entirely too light for its orbit. When NASA deliberately crashed modules into it, the Moon rang like a hollow bell for hours. This overwhelming evidence strongly suggests the hollow moon theory. Our moon is not a natural celestial body, but a highly advanced, ancient, artificial megastructure. Was it aggressively towed into Earth's orbit millions of years ago to stabilize our planet's wobble, allowing complex biological life to successfully develop and thrive? Or is it a massive, silent observation deck, actively monitoring our technological progress like specimens in a cosmic petri dish, completely hiding its true operations on its dark side? If the moon is an artificial watchtower, who exactly is looking through the lens? To answer this, we must look deeper into the terrifying silence of the cosmos. We live in a universe with billions of habitable planets, yet we have found absolutely zero confirmed signs of intelligent alien radio transmissions. Why is the universe dead silent? This terrifying mystery is called the Fermi paradox, and the most chilling explanation is the concept of the Great Filter, a universal threshold of absolute destruction. The theory states that every highly advanced civilization eventually creates a technology so incredibly powerful and unpredictable that it instantly wipes them out before they can conquer the stars. Did they build rogue artificial intelligence that instantly deleted their existence? Or did they aggressively harvest the energy of their own stars, collapsing their solar systems? Some rogue astrophysicists suggest that the massive dark voids we see in deep space aren't empty at all. They are regions where entire galaxies have been intentionally blocked out. Highly aggressive, unimaginably powerful alien empires might be actively expanding, entirely enclosing thousands of stars in massive Dyson spheres to power their unbelievable godlike machines. If these apex predators of the universe exist, the absolute worst thing humanity can do is aggressively broadcast our location into the dark, silent forest of space. We are essentially a deeply naive civilization, actively shouting in a jungle full of ancient, silent, invisible predators waiting for their next meal. This might be the exact reason why the artificial moon was placed here. Not just as an observation deck, but as a massive, invisible cosmic shield, hiding our vital signs. But our rapid technological advancement is slowly breaking that protective shield. Every nuclear test, every quantum computing breakthrough sends a massive ripple through the dimensional fabric. The architects of the simulation, the builders of the moon, and the entities in the deep earth are all slowly waking up to our dangerous presence. We are aggressively approaching a massive, unavoidable cosmic intersection point. The boundaries between the physical world, the simulation, and the higher dimensions are actively dissolving. This is why the world currently feels so incredibly chaotic and unpredictable. You are intuitively sensing the underlying code of reality breaking down right in front of your eyes. The ultimate question is not how we survive this transition, but whether your consciousness is highly evolved enough to successfully transfer into the next level of existence. Because when the grand simulation finally shuts down, your physical body will cease to exist. Only the pure, untethered energy of your mind will remain. You have been heavily conditioned to believe that you are incredibly small and insignificant, but in reality, your mind is mathematically capable of rendering entire universes. Those who rigidly cling to the physical illusion will be violently erased, but those who actively wake up will become the new architects of the next reality. Look closely at the stars tonight. They are not just burning gas, they are the glowing infinite nodes of a massive neural network waiting for you to connect. The truth has always been heavily hidden right in front of you. You just needed to open your real eyes to actively see the invisible patterns. The countdown has officially begun. The keepers of the simulation are watching. The question is, what will you do with this forbidden knowledge? Will you go back to sleep, or will you aggressively break out of the matrix? The choice is entirely yours. Wake up.